Hi everyone, I'm sharing with you this the most request crossbody phone bag for my subscriber, and I want to share with you the interface, and I use the one that I share with you in my description box. And the wide side is 11 and 3/4 of an inch. I use the whole length of the wide side, and then the long side I use 20 inches, so 11 inches and 3/4 by 20 inches. And I'm going to mark 8 inches here. Oh, I'm going down that the 8 inches, and then on this side it's 8 inches also. And you can connect the line, fold it up. Make sure on both sides are even. This is you making the template. If you don't want to use the interface and to make a template, then you can use the newspaper or any kind of paper. Now for this, you going to fold it in half. So everyone, after you fold like this, the fold I fold into away from me, and then on this fold right here, I'm gonna mark a 1/4 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch on the top here. I just want to make sure that it's connect, and then I'm going up. That is on the fold, and this opening right here, I'm going to mark 1/2 inch. And 1/2 inch on this side. Connect. And then from here, you're going to use the pink ruler that I share with you in the past, and you're going to go around here and mark round this corner with 1.5 inches. If you don't make this ruler yet, go to my channel page and make the ruler. In the meantime, you can use the ruler, go on the side here that mark 1.5 inches, like that, 1.5 inches here. And then you're going to mark on this top side 1.5 inches, and after that you're going to round the corner. You see how it is? Perfect. Just round it. And you do the same thing to this side. There we go. You have the template, and now we're going to cut this out. You have a template. Now you're going to place this right on the back side of the main fabric, any fabric you want, and then you iron on it. So then you have like this, something like this. All right, so go ahead and iron on the back side of the main fabric, everyone. I just want to share with you the interface, and I place it in here, and when I cut 1/4 of an inch around, but on this area I leave it like this. I don't want to cut around here, so make sure you leave this space so you can sew around here and around here after, and then you can cut but around the side and everything. That 1/4 of an inch you're going to place on the lining. I'm using this blue with the polka dot for the main side, and then after that you go into place. If you use two different fabric, then place the right side to the right side, and then from here you go on to cut exact the same side of this. So after I cut and pin this around, I'm going to sew, but I'm gonna leave it down here about, I would do about 3-4 inches down here. So you're going to start sewing. a quarter up. Just follow the interface and sew all around here, go to here, go down to here, go right at the straight line around and come down here and stop. Leave this open so you can inside out. So everyone, after I sew around and I left it here open, remember I told you leave this top one right here so it's easy for you to sew around here, around this area. And now you can trim. To trim it around, just go to the corners. You don't need to go to the side because the interface and it's really helpful to push out the side for you, the corners. So just cut a little bit on the corners like that. Even this round area, you don't really need to trim around that because the interface. And now this area you do need to trim. Trim it. Go down this way and then cut just a little bit like that. So basically that is that. And then I'm gonna trim a little bit here and the corners right here. Cut this. That is all you do. And you go into inside out, but before that, in this area right here where we left, I left it 4 inches open just to have an extra room here, and then fold it, or you can wait until you inside out. Now inside out this whole thing, I leave it long, bigger, so I could put my whole hand in here. Everything, and then you iron it. So everyone, after I iron the whole thing, and you go and top stitch all around the side here. Just top stitch. So everyone, after I top stitch all around the sides, I have cut in here 3 inch by 50. I fold it in half and in half again. You go into sew 2 sides all the way. So everyone, after I sew the 2 sides, and this is what it looks like. Let me turn the lights on. It's night time. It's so easy all day. Alright, so I'm gonna cut about 4 inches from here. And from the 4 inches, I'm gonna cut in half. I already know the length of the strap that my friends asked for. I don't want to make it. She doesn't want to make adjustable. But if you want to make adjustable strap, that you can watch my other video, the last 2 video, I make the strap adjustable. But this one I'm using the hook, and then a quarter up and in, I fold it in here, and then I fold it again. You're gonna sew on this side. Sew this and then make it go to the same side, and don't twist to a different side of this. So fold it a quarter up an inch, and then fold it half an inch back, or an inch is up to you. If you want a 1 inch, you can pull it down 1 inch, and then you can sew this. Alright, this is the strap. It's finished. And then I'm bringing back this one and we're going to use it after. But let me just put these two together. I'm not going to put the rings or anything yet. I'm just have it plain like this. So fold the two ends and just get it ready. So I'm going to bring back this one right here. So on the side here where the little 1/4 inch sticking out, you're going to go 1/2 inch and then 1/2 inch in. So you use the pencil and hold that, and then you're going to mark it here. Same thing to here, from the corner in 1/2 inch and then going down 1/2 inch. Then you mark the side here. So basically on one side here, you go on to mark, go down 1/2 inch, square right here. And so I'm going to add this in here so we can sew on one side. So start at 1/2 inch, like that. Let me pin this down because the thing is hard to use the clip. So pin this. You're going to sew this here. If you want to sew on the end of the fabric here, the end here, you can do that if you want to, but there's no need for that. So I'm gonna go in here so you can sew the straight line. Very easy. Okay, so now like that, you're gonna sew and you're gonna sew. It's gonna be inside anyway, so nobody gonna see that. Everyone, after I sew on this, I'm going to go to this side, folding this up. When you fold it, you're gonna make sure this corner meet the corner here. It's very important. It will be, because if you cut everything straight and you sew, everything will be straight like that. Just sew this straight line. After I sew on this straight line, you're gonna put this back and make sure the line touching the line and everything. Little step like that, but everything come out perfect. So like that. You're gonna sew close to the side here, right on this top stitch that you sew earlier. So on that straight line, and this one too, sew on this straight line. So everyone, after I sew on this side together, now you're going to do the same like I show you. This side have to face in and fold in like this, and make sure everything is lined up. It should be. So these two sides can stay together so we can sew. You can see that little right here, 1/8 of an inch, not a 1/4. 1/8 of an inch. You're gonna sew this straight line down, and then on this side you're gonna sew this straight line down too. Fold the fabric a few times to make it thicker. Let's just show you. Fold the fabric and thick like this. Put right in front of, let me show you. I can't just talk. So you can sew on the thick fabric. Alright, so fold this to the same thickness. And lift this up, place right in front of it. Now it helps you to sew the thickness. Okay, so everyone, after I sew on this line all the way down, and I sew the bottom too, I forgot to mention the bottom, and then sew on the side. Now I'm gonna add the magnet button, but this one I'm gonna sew it. I'm gonna fold this in half. I'll show you one side, you're gonna do the other side. So press in the center. just like that. So you can see the center down, and the center right here, I'm gonna mark it 1/2 inch right here. And so I'm gonna sew one in, but if you want to, you can just do this, and so you can do the other side too. Just do that, and then you go onto this side. You can see this mark right here. All right, and then so after you sew on the first one, you can pull this down, and then you can sew the other side, and then after that, flap over and press so you can have the other side right here. Same thing to the other side. You're gonna do another set of button for the other side. So on the button, it's very super easy. I don't know, for me it is. For everyone, it's super. When you're done with this side, you're gonna pull it over down to this side. So I wanna put the button right here. So I press this down, and now this is the mark. Then you're going to sew this side of the button on. Remember, the other side you're gonna do exactly like this. On this side, I still have the thread to stay in here. I'm going to add this button on the top. Very easy to sew, don't panic, because people say, oh, you know, but anyway, so I'm gonna go from here, just slide this needle up in here, and then I go to here. You don't need to sew a lot on this button, the way here, because it's just for decoration. So I'm gonna do one more time on this side, and I go through that hole, and then I go down to this side, go out, and I scoop up the fabric underneath. Yeah, that's it. You don't need to do much. And it from here, you're going to wrap this around. You just want to make sure that it's staying like this. When I just snap it down, and it the magnet took the other side of the button in here. Okay, so it's so simple, just like that. And that is that for this side. And then you go on to do the other side. Okay, I finished everyone, and it's nighttime already. So close this, and you can see this is both sides. The button make it cute. I don't want to add this Velcro in here, because usually you put the phone in here and it's easy to take it in and out. So, but your call, you can do anything you want. So I have the it's kind of like a biter ring kind of thing right here. I'm gonna have it go through this, and then the other one go to the other side. Go, so cute. Isn't that so adorable? And then this one right here, you can just click on the side of this. Oh, click on one side, and then the other one go to the other side. So okay, there you go. So that is that. both sides exact the same. And so let me show you, let me tell you the height of this is 8 inches high, and the wide side is 5 and 3/4 of an inch. And it's so adorable, it's very cute. So you can put the wallet in there. This wallet is awesome, everyone. Check in my channel page to find this wallet. So put it in here, and then the other side you can put something in something. You don't put another wallet that way, but I'm just showing you. You can put more thing in here if you want, and then you can see it just snap right there with the magnet snap button right there, and then the phone can be right in the center here, so it's easy for you to take it out and put it back in to use it. Very easy to make. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for the people who always come and watch my video until the end, and always comment feedback, negative, positive, and always click on the bell notification, so every time I upload the video, you always here to support me. Love you. Stay safe. Take care, everyone.